Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes. I've got 6:30 and my clock's going off, so we're at 6:30.
Hmm.
All right, so tonight, what we're going to do, this will be the last time we meet. The course ends 1 week from tomorrow, which is the 10th of October.
Okay.
I cannot accept any assignments after midnight on the 10th of October. Uh,
Okay.
Probably the course will not let you enter anything, but if you're going to get assignments in, they have to be in before midnight on Friday, the 10th of October. Okay. And by Saturday, I will be posting your grades. So this is the time to go back and look at assignments that you haven't completed. Uh, I will give you partial credit, especially for those application assignments that you've missed at 40 points apiece. I'll give you partial credit if you'll go back and work those. I'll make sure that they're open from week 5 all the way up to week 8, or
Okay.
week 7. But for basically for the assignments, this is basically the last time that you can earn points. We're not going to have a yellow dig for next week. We're not going to have an application assignment for next week, but I'm going to talk to you about the final exam. So let me pull that up for you and see if I can share that with you. And we talk about it for a minute. Come on. Dick. Why aren't you opening up? You did a minute ago. Share. Jesus. All right, stand by. Let me go and pull the screen up. Here it is right here. Can you see the screen? Can you see
Yes, I,
it says,
yeah, I can.
okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the final exam assignment. Okay, you with me?
I'm following you.
Okay, go down and we open that thing up. Okay, so the final assignment instructions. This is going to be a written assignment, no less than 2 pages or 700 words, and it's due October 10th by midnight. So, what I want you to do is I want you to prepare a cover page, and all that is that's going to be on that cover page. It should say final assignment for this course, have my name down at the bottom as the instructor and the date. That's all that's on the cover page. Okay. So, the name of the course, this is the final assignment, and my name as the instructor and the date. So then you start looking at the body. So out of the 8 chapters that we had, and I'm going to leave you with the last chapter, which is persistence. I want you to choose 4 of those chapters. Okay. You can go back and you can look at comments that you made in the application assignments. That's why the application assignments are pretty important because they kind of set the stage for writing this thing. So if you didn't complete those, you kind of missed out. But select 4. Okay, for example, let's say that I wanted to take choice, opportunity, action, and knowledge. Those will be the 4 I choose. So on the first page, up at the top, you're going to put choice. So what am I going to write about? So you're going to, forever one of these uh, choices or chapters that you select, you should have, a paragraph should be about half a page because you want to get 2 full pages. So each of those should be about a half a page in length. Okay. And it's going to discuss what you've learned from that chapter and how that's changed or based or how you've changed and based on that information. So basically, it's a reflection. So you're going to have to go back and look at some of your stuff that you did before. And again, each of the 4 should have a title. So, for example, on other than that cover page, that second page could have choice, up at the top, and then maybe two paragraphs, and then opportunity would be another major title, and about two paragraphs there. Okay. And then on the second page, it would be action on the top, knowledge for the second one. So again, it's
Yes.
an opportunity for you to go back and look at what I will do is I will open up everything. I know I've closed some of that stuff. I'll open up everything and you can go back and look, uh, at what you've written uh, to come up with basically what you've learned from the chapter and how you've changed mentally in the mindset based on that chapter information. So I
I
don't
see.
want you to copy directly from your post or other assignments, but you can refer to that. For example, it'd be real easy for you to go in and just cut and paste. That's not what I'm looking for because when you actually did the chapters, uh, you were just basically looking at that from a standpoint of answering the question. But now, after you've gone through all of these chapters, uh, you kind of say, okay, I've kind of changed my thought about wealth or brand or community. And again,
Mm,
if you go back and you look at those application assignments and what I've asked you to do, that's going to help you kind of put all of this together. Okay. So this is a written assignment, 2 pages, 4 chapters out of the 8 of the book. And again, if you want to go into the persistence, go in and look at, uh, there's a part at the back that we always talk about. It's, hold on a minute, let me get the right title. Uh,
Uncle Clee's message.
yep, that's what it's called. Timeless applications. Okay. So if
Okay.
you don't have time to read the last chapter, go in and you look at the timeless application. And that ought to give you enough information if you wanted to cover persistence. And really, the main reason that I didn't spend time on persistence, it's just kind of a common sense thing of, okay, uh, I'm motivated. And if I continue to work at this thing, it'll probably work. And Mason, you're hearing a lot of that from going through startup nights. Okay, uh,
Mm,
committed are you to this idea? Uh, am I really have I got the passion to stay with this? And basically, you're doing it every day because you've got this idea in the back of your head about this other thing that you're working. So persistence is just about what it means. It means, you know, don't give up, keep driving on, no matter how tough it gets. You're still committed to doing this thing. Okay,
right.
so but those other chapters, we've covered. I think we've covered pretty well. Um, I don't know much more to say about this. Um, can Mason, is there anything that you don't understand about this assignment or how to do it?
No, you very crystal clear. I appreciate it. I'm also
Okay.
apologize with the zeros. I just learned that Blackboard has a calendar,
Yeah.
like, and like you can like check to see when stuff's due, and I'm figuring all of it. I'm figuring it out, so I apologize with the zeros.
Okay.
It's like it blew my mind when I saw that when my friend showed me. I was like, "This is crazy. This makes my life so much easier."
Yeah.
And they were
Yeah.
like, "How did you not know this existed?"
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It just kind of takes a while to get things done. But,
Yeah,
here's an opportunity. You've got a week, you've got this weekend to go back and catch up on all of the stuff so you don't wind up with a bad grade. Uh,
right.
but it's just going to take some effort to go and do that kind of stuff because there was just a lot of stuff missed there. But you'll see, I will check in, and I can see every time you post an assignment, it comes up on the side of my board, and it says there's this assignment posted. So you don't have to wait till I go in and actually check. When I see it, I usually can go in and check it and get it out of the way pretty quickly. Okay,
Okay.
now let me share with you. This assignment is worth 240 points.
Wow.
Okay. Now, how am I going to grade this thing? Okay. I'm going to grade it on exactly what I'm showing you here. Okay. If you do a cover page, there's points. If you select 4 of those chapters, there's another point. If each of those chapters are explained pretty well and they're at least a half a page, that's the bulk of it right there. Uh, this 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 assignment will go to safe assign. So what that means is that if you go and you copy directly from another post, it's going to come up. And there's a percentage that we can do, but if it gets to be 50%, then basically all you've done is copied directly from another post. So uh, we call it safe assign, and it just helps the professor look and see if you were pretty original with your thoughts and stuff like that. So 240 points that's about 2 grades, okay?
Yeah.
Uh, but I look at this pretty closely because I think the instructions are pretty clear. Again, cover page, and then 4 out of the 8 chapters identified, and then each chapter at least a half a page, and you're explaining what you've learned from that chapter
Okay.
and how you've changed about the information. What does that mean to you? In terms of any of those, I think that you can probably say, you know, I I didn't before I really wasn't sure about what opportunity means, but now I can apply opportunity to not only my business plan, but also to coursework or whatever. So it's a reflection of basically what has changed based on the course. Okay, so
Okay.
that's the way I'm going to grade it. I mean, it's real simple. The paragraphs are going to carry a lot of weight, but if I go down and the cover page is not there, that's probably a minus 10 or 15 points. So man, you're starting out in the dump right there. And I go and I see that, yeah, maybe you've selected 4, but the discussion, you really don't say what you've learned, what has, or how's that changed your mind, So those are going to be the big points, is those discussion of each of those 4 chapters. Okay.
Okay.
Again, this is the time to go back. Don't put it
And
off,
go
because
check.
a week
Yeah, I'm not
from
comfortable.
a week from this Friday, the course is over. 8-week courses go real fast, and I know that you're still trying to get your sea legs being a freshman and everything else. But when you sign up for 8-week courses, uh, some of them can be very, very demanding. I teach a graduate course in 8 weeks. This will be at the next 8 weeks. I've got a graduate course and our Entrepreneurship 401, which is Entrepreneurship by Design. Okay. So both of those courses are really, really demanding. And I usually have students to drop out after about the second or third day because they're like, oh, I can't do this work, But if you're going to take an 8-week course, you gotta get on the bull and ride this
Be on
thing
top of it.
and make sure that you don't get behind. The biggest problem with 8-week courses is get behind. And I think you understand as you look at where you are in your grade, and if you just for some reason the assignment's not done, and then the next week, I mean, when you look at missing 2 of those 40 points, that's 80 points. That's usually a
Yeah,
grade. Okay.
that's a lot of
That's
points.
a lot of points when you're and now trying to climb out of the pit. That's going to be even better for you to do those things. So I want you to look at those things, see if there's anything, if you have any questions or not. But after this, I'm going to go in, I'm going to open up everything so you guys can have access to all of the information that's there. Okay.
It's great.
let me see. I don't
And those
see.
assignments are on Yellow Dig, right? Or
What's
they
that?
or they separate? Those assignments that I'm missing, the application assignment
Those are
for
the big
week
ones.
7.
I would focus on the application assignments, and then if you've got time, do the yellow dick stuff, because the application assignments and attending these, that's 80 points right there. Okay.
Right.
And again, 80 points in this course is a letter grade.
Is a lot.
Yeah. So focus on your application assignments, and then if you have time, go back and clean up some of that yellow dick stuff, and then we can gotta go from there. Okay. But
Okay.
my thought is that spend some time getting that done and then start putting this thing together, because this is it's going to take a little thinking on your part of choosing the four that you like, and then what have you learned, and then how have you changed based on that chapter information. So the first part's pretty easy. I learned this, this, and this. But the second part, for some folks, that's pretty hard, because you're thinking, okay, what has really changed? You know. So,
Mm.
but that's kind of where we are. I mean, we're right here at the end, and again, there is no more yellow dig. There's no more application assignments. This is the final assignment for the course. Is here. Okay. So um, now over to the side, do you see the assignment settings?
Uh,
Yes.
I believe so.
Okay. It says something like due date, grade category, grading, and attempts. You see those?
Yes, I see that.
Okay. So you can see that this thing is 240 points. It's due 1 week and 1 day from today. And, the other stuff is one attempt and enable safe sign. Okay. All of that said and done. What questions do you have?
Uh, you answered most of them. You did a great job. With the, is there a difference between, uh, actually, maybe not.
Go
Well, I just
ahead.
see on the, what was that? On the Blackboard, it says the application assignment for week 7 and then application assignment are two different assignments.
Say that one more time.
The application, uh, sorry, application assignment week 7 and
Mhm.
application assignment for week 7 are two different grades.
I'll have to look at that and see. You think there's a duplication there?
I believe so, because it says
Okay.
there's one that says for week 7 and then one that just says just week 7.
Week
So,
7? Okay. Yeah, let me look at that and see. That's probably one of those things that jump into Blackboard every once in a while. They get duplicated. So I'll look at that right
okay.
afterwards and either eliminate one or the other. That's confusing. Okay.
Okay. Thank you
Okay.
so much for your
Any,
grace and
any-
helping me
anything else?
stay on top of things. No, you did, thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, this is probably the shortest class we've had, but I really wanted to go over the assignment, get it recorded, make sure that it's available for those that didn't attend. But yeah, if there's any questions about this, please go ahead and reach out to me. Even this weekend, I'm going to be doing some work here for Henry this weekend, so I'll be close by. But
Okay.
yeah, go ahead and get that makeup work done. And again, afterwards, I'll clean that up, make sure that you've got access to everything that's there, and then see what we can do. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
All right. I will see you probably next at the startup, which is the 22nd.
Yep.
And then I think about week and a half later, I will be on campus. So I'll see you
Cool.
for the Epic Challenge and the Entrepreneurship Week. Uh, I'll be doing a presentation for Entrepreneurship Connect on the 5th. So, but we'll see you. We'll see you there. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much for
All
everything.
right. All right, Mason. Do the good work. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. I'll see you. Bye bye.
See you. Bye bye.